that's not very nice. Motorhome, glamping pod, log cabin. We're not about that here, we do it proper. Welcome back to the channel. This is Saturday afternoon and I'm back out for a camp. Now I'm hoping I'm going to find somewhere in this area to do a camp. Now I've seen this on the maps, I've been past it many times, but I've never been in here. So you're seeing this for the first time, as so am I. And I'm hoping to do a hammock camp. I'll be a bit disappointed because I've packed my pack to cater for the hammock. It's a bit rough getting in here with the bramble, so I'm a bit dubious about ripping my sleeping bag, so I'll have to be very careful. I've seen a muntjac over there, so you can bet it's going to be a noisy night with those things. But I'm going to try and find a way across without having to jump that stream. With a bit of luck I can get myself in there. Spring, look at that, leaves coming back on the trees, awesome. And there were certainly animal tracks. Well, there's water running down from somewhere. Lots of water. There's a lot of water courses here. That'll sound nice during the night. So up till now I haven't really found anything that really stands out. I'll have another look. I have come to this old rotten bridge. Some old railway sleepers or timbers going across steel beams. As you can see, a little bit rotten. I think that's an estate over there. Yeah, I'm going to keep away from that. Oh, I keep getting things catch me clothes. I want to stay on where the steel beams are. I don't want to go through the floor. So it looks like we're going to have to go back again. This area over here is protected by barbed wire and whatever else. I don't want to be venturing too far, to be fair. Nice bit of sunshine, look at that. Now, this here has the potential, this tree to this tree. So I might come back to that. I'm going to carry on looking. Don't know whether you're going to have foot traffic going through there, people walking through with dogs or whatever. This gives me a bit of cover the other side of here, so I'll keep looking. Got plenty of time. It's only 20 to 4. So I found somewhere that I much prefer. I'm going to go with this tree to this tree here, sorry. Definitely. Now I'm going to just look at something to get me bearings so I remember the exact spot. And so what I tend to do is, obviously I'm going to come from down there. That's a perfect, so I know that this is my chosen spot. Now I do like the trees to be a little bit thicker, but they don't feel dead, as in got that rotten feel to them. You usually tell when a tree's dead. I think this is going to have to do. The ground's a little bit soft, but I think what I'll do is I'll set the tarp up. I'll have it opened out like a bit of a canopy. We'll see. You never know, I might find another potential spot on the way back out. Now, this one would have been perfect, but they've got these saplings in the way. I don't want to be doing any damage. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that plan then. So I'm going to go back up, get my pack, make my way back down here, and we'll set up camp. As you can see, lots of water everywhere. Again, it's like wetlands. It's all bogged out over there as well. But as you can see, just through there, that is literally going to be my campsite for the night. Now, I really wanted to do a woodland camp. I wanted to do something different, a different wood that I haven't been to before. So that's why I've come and checked this place out. I mean, it wouldn't be my go-to place, but it'll make a good camp for tonight. I do feel like the stealth camps are just being absolutely hammered now, and from when I started doing the stealth camps and to the point where I'm at now, I just feel like everything stealth camp wise has been done. You can, like, so I was to say Google, you can do a YouTube search on a location and you can bet somebody's done it. So the only thing you can do different, I think, is obviously make that video yours, make it your own, bring your own sort of element to it. It's not to say that you can't do it, but I was having a conversation with a lad saying, you know, about I want to try and start doing some really different stuff. Now, Molly and Tim, they like the hiking, and before they wanted me to go hiking, I couldn't really do the hiking because I was waiting for an operation. But now I'm all fixed up and repaired, I might start taking them up on some of these hikes and learning how to start packing a lot lighter, because as you know, we're not about lightweight here. If you follow the channel, you know I literally take everything except for the kitchen sink, but there's still time. I'll watch my foot in here. Oh, there's a hole here where the water's running into the drain. It's obviously coming out somewhere. I'm sinking, I'm getting away from it. Oh, yeah, that's my foot sunk. But yeah, it'll be nice to start doing some of the hiking with them, go out as a trio. So we have talked about doing that. I've got to try and find my way out of here now. I'm going to go that way rather than climbing over that uprooted tree. So yeah, it'll be nice just to start incorporating some different stuff into the channel. I'm still going to be an idiot. I'm still going to make mistakes and probably do stupid stuff and fall asleep when I shouldn't fall asleep and wake up when I shouldn't be waking up, i.e. later in the day when I should have gone. All that jazz. But anyway, enough talking now. I want to get set up. I want to get chilled out. I want some food. Got some good food to cook. I'm going to bring you back when I've got the pack, because I need to watch my foot in here. I genuinely think I'm going to sink in a moment. That's what we like, a nice bit of sunshine. So we have everything we need for tonight's camp. I am first gonna have this cheese and onion sandwich I picked up when I got my shopping from Lidl, because I haven't had anything to eat yet. I got up, I didn't have breakfast. I sort of needed to get myself sorted, went to Lidl, got some supplies, blah de blah de blah, and the rest is history. Here I am. All I can hear at the moment is birds, crows, there's pheasants. I can hear pheasants in there. There's muntjac running around because I've seen them. It's going to be a night with wildlife, and we're only a stone's throw from home. And a stream. So to start off, as you can see, we do have the tarp up. Now you'll notice I've done it a little bit different to how I normally do it. So I've got this side a lot higher, but instead of them being into the ground with the ground stakes like those, I've used a tree. Now what I can do is later on I can lower those, or even pull them down and put them into the ground if need be, but the trees where they are actually fine for this configuration. So that gives me a lot more space under here. I can set up my chair, I can have my hammock in here, but also if it decides to rain or whatever, I've got ample space. And it'd be nice just to sit here and potentially see if I can spot any wildlife. All I've got to do now is set up my hammock. Now what I have done is I've got it sort of sloping slightly, so if it does rain, it's got a run-off point. What you don't want is it to start pooling and having a load of water sat in there, so you always want it to run off. That's ample, sloped enough for it to run off. But I've got to admit, it's turned into a beautiful day. As you can see, the rays of sunlight coming through the trees. Yes. And this is what you call chilled out. So when it's like this, you never want the day to end. Anyway, I do believe it is St. Patrick's weekend. So to the Irish people, happy St. Patrick's Day in advance for, I can't even remember what the date is. I know it's fell on this weekend, I do apologise. So for that reason, I'm going to have me a Guinness, I think. I haven't had a Guinness for a long time. But yeah, I'm going to have a Guinness, or even 2 Guinnesses. So, happy St. Patrick's Day for St. Patrick's Day, of course. Unfortunately, I'm drinking it out of a cup. Still just as good. Cheers. As you can see, between the trees, we're down to our very last bit of sunlight before it completely disappears. Anyway, let's go and have a look at what we're going to have to eat while we just sat here chilled. So the main meal, pork shoulder steaks. I much prefer them to pork chops every time. I said it before. Broccoli and cauliflorets. Already peeled with the potatoes. Got some butter, plenty of butter, plenty of potatoes. So make nice mashed potatoes, nice fluffy mashed potatoes. And this time I remembered the gravy granules. So that's the main meal. Snacks. With some sour cream and chive dip. Lovely. Got some of these wafer bars. And for in the morning, a nice cinnamon bun. Now I've put it all in the carrier bag so I could empty my bag out to get me camping equipment out, of course. So I do need to ideally set the table up, put this on the table so it's not on the floor, put it in there. Oh, and remember to bring extra tea bags because I was running low last time. You know I love a cup of tea. I've got 5 litres of water. I think that's it for now to show you. Yeah, so I'm gonna have another Guinness. I think I've got 2 Guinness. I can't drink any more than that because you know what Guinness does, it just bloats you up. I'll tell you what, try having a full Sunday dinner pudding and then a Guinness, well, not a chance. you feel like you're out here 8 months pregnant. Got a few Stellas, and they've got an IPA. Plenty of milk, plenty. I'd rather have more than not enough, same as the water. Obviously, if I was trekking anywhere distant, carrying 5 litres of water, going to be a bit of a problem, but not for this kind of camping. This is comfortable camping. Although saying that, the temperature's really dropping. I'm going to get the thermometer, I think, set that up, and the new lamp, and I'm going to show you the hack. But yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to get everything under the tarp, and then that's me settling down for the night, chilling out. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Chilling out. That sun is just hanging in there, just hanging in there. And I've got a new hat, another camo hat, of course. And while we're talking new gear, I've got a new super really high powerful torch, influenced by Ryan's, but his was from Temu. I'll show you that later on. Very bright. So this little lamp, inspired by Chris's. Now, as you can see, it's got this sort of rubber sort of hanging, whatever it is, and in the reviews people were complaining that it's no good in a backpacking tent or a two-man tent. It hangs way too low, but I've had no issue. I've got the perfect hack, and I will show you the hack. So, should you want to use this in your tent and that's too long, all I do is simply pop the hook off, and then what I do then is put that on the line there, and then the tip of the hook I put through there, and just trying to remember this now, I literally pull that loop over that there. I'm hoping you can see this properly. And then what you have then is you can literally pull that through, and then you can hang it on your lantern hanging point in your tent. No drama. I'll show you once more. So you're literally taking the hook off, clipping it onto that, putting the loop through the hook, and then pulling it over the end of the hook, the eye of the hook, and then you've effectively, ta-da, job's a good one. Takes less than 30 seconds, and to put it back to normal again, you merely just pull it out, and we're back where we started. Job's a good one. Now I've put this lamp on at 25 to 7. I'll be interested to know how long it lasts. But yeah, it's a lovely warm glow. As you know, obsessor of light, especially warm light. But that's just, in my opinion, beautiful. But yeah, it'd be interesting to know how long it lasts on the yellow setting, because that is my ultimate favourite. Now, obviously there is other settings. And back where we started. Now, if you hold your finger on the button on each setting, it changes it's like a dimmer basically, so you can have it as dim or as bright as you like. But for me, that is just perfect. The moon's out. Yep, everything's freezing up. So it is in fact early hours in the morning. I am going to confess, I got cold. I thought I'll get in the bag and I'll get warm. It's not like being in the tent where I can get the little stove heater on. Now that is why I do like the tent, but I also like the hammock. I've gone through this before, but it is early hours in the morning now. That little getting warm turned into shut eye, and it was so cozy. I've obviously just, but now I'm fully wide awake. Yeah, oh well, it is what it is. I'm well rested. However, I was going to try and get back into some sort of rhythm of getting back to sleeping nights and being awake at day, due to doing the night shifts, because I've now got 5 days off work, Saturday and Sunday of course, and I've got 3 days holiday. And what I'll find is probably by the time I get back into my rhythm, I'll be back to work again. I am probably going to do that food now. Tomorrow I'll have it for me sort of breakfast dinner, but I don't mind. It's not going to go off. It's nice and quiet here, albeit the odd car in the distance. As I showed you, everything's frozen up. I'm different. I'll tell you what, I'm probably going to make a brew and get back in the bag, I think, where it's nice and warm. I did remember saying I'll show you this new torch. So that's the normal beam. Pretty impressive if you ask me. Now put the pouch in my pocket a second. Now I'm going to put it on the concentrated beam. That'll explain why it's cold. It's close to -4. The lines go up in increments of 2, i.e. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So yeah, it's a little bit cold. Oh, nothing the idiot can't handle. Got the kettle on. We are going to have a brew. That'll warm the old hands up. And by the sounds of it, it's not far off boiling. I can hear game birds in the background. I've heard owls throughout the night. That fire is so welcoming at the moment, lovely and warm. But once I've made a brew, I can actually get my warm hands round, my cold hands round the warm cup, should I say. Ooh. And the wipes that I use for pretty much everything, wiping stuff out, and apart from the obvious, but they're frozen, they're solid. So I'm hoping to put a cup on top of them to actually defrost them a little bit. So I've got some wipes. But yeah, other than that, it's been a lovely little camp. I actually dreamt honestly that I'd got some, what do you call it, heated gloves. Random, I know. There you go, pheasants by the sound of it. And we're pretty much boiling, so I'm going to sort the brew out. So I have in fact charged the lamp up enough to give us some nice warm light until the sun comes up. It takes about 3 hours to charge, and it's been on charge for about an hour. So, and it is now 5 to 5 in the morning. Got a couple of brews on the go. That'll get the old hands warm. But I am pretty much wide awake now. I am well slept. let's get up. But then you try and focus, and it's saying it is -3 degrees. Ground sinking below me, I do apologise. But yeah, it is every bit -3 degrees. I'm feeling it. My hands are fine. I've been warming my hands up over the stove, but my feet, they are feeling it tonight. I would love to put the down booties on, but they'll just end up very muddy, and I only wear the down booties when I'm in the tent. However, the sun is starting to rise, as you can see if you look around. You hear the birds singing. You can hear pheasants. But yeah, it's been a really good night. Although I spent most of it asleep. But, you know, I got tired. Well, I didn't get tired, I got cold. Then I got tired, got in the hammock, and my word, was I cosy? Yes. Was I warm? Yes. Did I sleep till about 3 o'clock in the morning? Yes, of course I did. And I don't care. Still cold. Excuse me. Whoa. Oh. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Back to life again. It's daytime. Had to leap straight out the bag. Didn't want to. It was so nice and warm in there. Still really cold. It was a real cold one last night. Real cold. Sub-zero temperatures. So I spent most of it in the bag, staying warm, cocooned, as Molly would say. But yeah, it was a good chilled night, you know. I do love the hammock, but I've got to be honest, I would have loved to have been able to get the tent heater on the go last night. Yeah, it was really cold, but I'm still alive, I'm still here. And I've got a dinner to cook. Oh yes. But at the moment, got the kettle on as usual. I'm going to pack the hammock down, don't need that, while the kettle's warming up. And I'm hungry, yeah. But dinner's very appealing right now. But it ain't gonna cook itself, is it? So let's get on with stuff. Let's get cracking. Oh. Dinner is served. I think I need a bigger plate or a bigger gob or both. Simple, yummy. I am absolutely done. Excuse me. I couldn't eat another bit. Whew. So I've literally, and this is the first time ever, down to my last tea bag. So I'm going to make my last brew, and then it's definitely time to get out of here. So for the first time ever, I've used the hyperlapse on my phone. I'm not sure how that's going to come out. I'll review, and obviously I put the video together. However, during that time, obviously my phone's been on the tripod. Ooh, my eye's twitching. I have no idea of what the time, or should I say, I had no idea what the time was. When I finished doing the cooking and whatever else, I picked my phone up. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon yet again. Wow. Wow. But I'm not bothered. I have had a blast. Good rest, albeit sleep all over the shop as usual. But as I say, I'm gonna have this brew and I'm gonna tidy up. The couple of pork shoulder steaks that are left, I will take them home with me. I don't like wasting food. It's really cold at the moment, so they're gonna be absolutely fine. Ooh. Well, it's just been good just sitting here and just chilling. I can hear traffic in the background, lots of animals around here, and as I mentioned last night, there's lots of game birds the other side of that fence and in them grounds. I forgot I'm trying to think of the name of the land. I think that is part of the Arbury All Estate, so obviously, yeah, I should expect there'll be lots of game birds and game animals in general. Last night I heard 2 owls communicating with each other, one quite close and one in the distance, taking it in turns to have a hoot off, if that's even a thing. But yeah, it was nice. I've heard some muntjac earlier on while I was cooking the food. They haven't come back in this area. They're very clever, they know you're there. They're very good at sensing that humans are near. Usually that's why you find that they end up barking. It's their little warning. But that if you approach them, they just run off there, you know. What else? Yeah, apart from that, you know, it's not been the best of places to camp, but it's been a real nice little spot, nice and quiet. As I expected, no one's come through here. It's not the kind of place through here that I would want to bring a dog. You know, you've got to scramble a fence, and then you've got to duck and dive. You've got the risk of the dog running in the river if you don't want your dog getting dirty, and dogs love water, so yeah. But other than that, I'd come here again. But I do like to do different spots each time. So as always, I've got the down jacket off, put the normal hat back on so I don't sweat while I'm carrying that pack. I'm layered up anyway, I've got a jumper on underneath this and a t-shirt. I still felt that cold last night, I'm not going to lie. Have I mentioned the cold last night? Anyway, as always, leave no trace. So my bag of rubbish, my water bottle and my pack. Final check that I haven't left anything behind, as always. Obviously you can see where my feet have been, can't help that. Again, that's where the tarp was, across from there to there. So it's 4:15 and I need to get out of here. So, as always, please like, please subscribe, and you can always buy the idiot a coffee. It has been absolutely fantastic having you along. As always, keep it real, because I certainly have been. See you on the next one.